Josh Hoover is quarterback one. It feels stupid to say this to the Indiana football fan base because obviously when you listen to Curt Cignetti speak and he tells you like we just sat Hoover because we wanted to see what we had in the other guys, that's you take the guy at his word. But there were a lot of people throughout the college football internet, including Sleeper CFB, who basically ran with the post saying that Hoover got benched and all that good stuff, and that is not what happened at all. If you've actually been listening to Cignetti speak about Hoover throughout the spring, he's had a lot of really great things to say. He said Josh has picked up the offense really well. Charlie Becker actually said that Josh Hoover throws more than anybody he's ever been around. And so I wouldn't even be surprised if this was just an opportunity to get those guys some rest and take a look at some of the other quarterbacks they have on this roster because obviously the guy who got the quarterback one snaps was Tyler Cherry. And Tyler Cherry is a top 5 recruit in Indiana history. Shout out to David Michael. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry. Yeah, this is we're getting into it. We're getting into it. But yeah, Tyler Cherry looked phenomenal. We saw him pull a read option earlier in camp. We saw him uncork a beautiful deep ball to Nick Marsh earlier this week or yesterday, whatever that was. The fact that he's back on the field, taking snaps, and then putting himself in a position to even warrant getting first team snaps is really, really encouraging for the Indiana quarterback room. But he wasn't the only guy that Curt Cignetti went out of his way to mention that they wanted to get work. Maverick Geske, who was, I'm not sure if he was a walk-on or got one of the last scholarship spots last year, but he was the leading passer in Indiana high school football his year that he came out. He's somebody that I like to joke with Brad that like, no, this guy's still in the room and he's still around and he's a player. And Brad kind of gives me like that he's a walk-on, like it's all right. But Maverick Geske was getting time with the twos. Jacob Bell, who Curt Cignetti said had a live arm, was getting time with the twos as well. And so it's funny. I did check because earlier in the week when I sat down to write the show for Tuesday, I checked FanDuel for the Heisman odds and Josh Hoover was at plus 1,200. And so I wanted to check before I went on today and see like, did his like quote unquote not practicing yesterday have any effect on the public perception of what people think Josh Hoover is going to be? No, plus 1,200 again today. So zero effect on the perception of Hoover. They're going to go in pads tomorrow in scrimmage. And I full blown expect Josh Hoover to be the quarterback one of the first team offense. And I don't think there's really any much more to say about that besides like, it looks like Hoover's picking up the offense at a pace where the coaching staff felt comfortable enough to give him a day off, which that's the way I would look at it until we're told differently.